Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and today we are going to Venus! Or tonight, because it's probably going to be nighttime by the time we take off. But I think we've basically got everything that we need to make it happen. Don't mind the glass and the chisel, we'll talk about that here in a moment. But really, there's not anything I want to do there, there's not anything I want to get there. You know, the whole point really in going to the moon was mostly just for the fun of it, and to get what we would need to go to Mars. The point in going to Mars is to get what we would need to go to Venus. The point in going to Venus is to do what exactly? I don't really know. We could go to the asteroids as well. Maybe we'll do both today. I guess it's mostly just to say that we did the thing, and pat ourselves on the back and feel good about it. After that, comment down below, let me know what you want to see. We've got to go to Napier's village. We've got to see that done. That's very important to me, that we address the issues that he's been having, because I don't want to end up in a situation where I have to go get them a dragon egg or something, whatever that was all about. We need to work on power. I know we talked about building a big, dirty, gross, cheaty power system, but I would like to also explore some more. Oh my gosh. There's an eclipse, and we love to see it. Perfect night to launch to Venus. I know that we talked about doing that. We also want to look into some more automation. I want to build a whole system where I can just open up one of these, just open it, and then click, and then create a bunch of high voltage solar arrays just by clicking. And in fact, maybe that's what we work on. Maybe we have a whole 5-10 episode arc where we just build that facility. That'll be the most technical thing I've ever done in a Minecraft series, actually. I don't really have anything else to report here between episodes. I haven't done much, other than if we right-click on this, there's now whatever this is. Like I say, this is going to be unbearably slow and kind of useless until we get some obscene voltage pumping into it. Every time I see him, I freak out a little bit. That's something else we got to work on. We got to build our zoo, our zoo full of monsters and animals and things. Prescott and our lovely chicken friend down here. I almost called him Hans the chicken. That's not his name, though. His name's Carl II. They can be exhibits, but we'll give them a bit more space to work in. We'll put all of the normal mobs in just like a little green area. So, the other thing I wanted to draw your attention to, and I'm sure you probably already noticed, I've changed some of the glass to be streaked instead of clear, because, as you can see, at a distance, it looks like there's just holes in the wall with the glass that we currently have. So this is the bubble glass, and I love the look of it. It's just, it looks like holes in the walls, and it's a bit disorienting. So I did that window as well, just hoping you folks would maybe give me some feedback on it. I haven't completely landed on that being the... Oh my gosh, the game audio is so loud. Oh, that's why. Okay. Get it back down. But getting some feedback from you folks would be great, because I think that that just looks more like, oh yeah, that's very obviously glass. Whereas that is just, oh look, a hole. Thunk, and then, you know, don't shoot at me, leave me alone. You monstrosity. Literally, though, they are little monsters, that's what they are. That's pretty much all that's happened between episodes, is I just did that with the glass. Now, having a look in here, I think we got everything we need. We got all the basic supplies. We got an MFSU, even. We've got ourselves... Oh, we were gonna get some generators, that's right. Oh my goodness, can you imagine if we went... I think we can just craft them here. And what did we run out of? Rubber? I can grab a stack of that out of here. That's something we definitely need to work on in the future. Is, what do you say? 5 generators ought to be enough? I'm with you. I understand what you're saying. We want 8. We want a nice 8 generators. That ought to be plenty. Then again, if we went with 10, that's 100. Yeah, what did we run out of? 10 ingots? It's not worth the effort. It's not worth the effort of opening this up and then getting like a stack of 10. Ooh, here's something I realized. We could maximize space inside of here by combining items that can be combined, like redstone into redstone blocks, diamond into diamond blocks, lapis into lapis blocks, teaching this top slot up here how to convert the blocks into 9 of each item, and then you just save a bunch of storage space by having all of that in here. Now, once we get the black hole controller set up, that'll be less of an issue, although, I mean, then we could fit an obscene amount of items. It would be crazy. 10 generators ought to get the job done, though. That ought to be plenty of power. We can bring back some exotic mobs, although I expect we'll find the exact same ones that we found on the other two worlds that we visited. So, of course, the moon, which is by definition not a world. It's a large celestial body. But even in the grand scale of the universe, it's not that large. The moon's relatively small, compared to something like, I don't know, sun. Okay. It's weird that we're facing this direction during our launch. We normally face this way. Let's go ahead and take off. We're just kind of assuming that everything's fine. I haven't even really done a full systems check. Ah! Get back in the moon! Get back in— Oh my gosh, did you all see that? Our rocket was about to take off without us! Oh my gosh, that would have been awful! Oh my, at least I think that's what was happening. Let's go, baby. Are we going any faster than the last one? I feel like this is probably about the same speed. It could be going a bit faster. I don't know, the last one was real fast compared to the first rocket, so if this one's faster, it's not gonna be by much. Oh my goodness, we are rocketing. I think that this one's really more about the style points, because it looks sick. And a whole new, well, not a whole new world, but let me see, why can't we go to these places? Are there other mods required? Are there like supplementary mods to add Jupiter and Saturn, Uranus and Neptune? We can't even fly to them. Someone said, hey, maybe that's for building a space station. I said, that makes sense, but we can't even go there. We can go to Venus now, though, and we can go to asteroids. I'm gonna go to Venus. I don't know about you, but that sounds fun. Now, here's hoping that we don't die from the pressure crushing our bodies, like happened to that Russian lander. Y'all remember that? The Russians put a lander down there, and it took some pictures, and we learned that the surface of Venus is mostly flat. There's some hills, there's some mountains, there's just some sand, and that's about it. It looked very dry. It looked very miserable. Also, what are we? Is this like a drop pod? Am I an ODST? What is going on here? Do I need to engage with this in any way? Is it fine? Oh wow. I mean, yeah, this is about what I expected. Hot diggity. Check this place out. Okay. Hi, everyone. Happy that you're all just here upon my arrival. Looks like our heat gear is working. And of course, we can just fly. Gravity, I would actually expect the gravity to be different. I would expect it to be more intense, right? It'd be a little bit more accurate to the way it would be. I mean, gravity on Venus is about the same as it is here on Earth. They're very close in size in terms of celestial bodies, Earth and Venus. But Venus has such a thick, crushing atmosphere, I would expect we would not even be able to jump. Let alone zoom through the skies. So I don't know what's here. I don't know if there's anything interesting to find. I see whatever this is. This isn't interesting to me. What is this? Volcanic rock? Go away. I'm not interested in you two and your nonsense. Or your spider friend and his nonsense either, for that matter. I'm just here to explore the volcanic rock. We really don't have to do this. You have no chance of killing me. I don't even know why you bother. Just turns into, from the looks of things. Oh, what is this? Is this the acid rain? Oh my gosh, there's just an arrow in my eye. I used to be a traveler myself. Alright. What's going on over here, though? Again, it's just more volcanic rock. This place is miserable. Yeah, look at this rain. Alright. Well. Was this worth the effort? Going to say yes. Where's my rocket? Where's my lander? Oh, that's probably a dungeon right there, but I need to know where we came down at, and where did that end up? We didn't wander off that far. It can't have been... Oh, there it is. Alright, let's just put down some sort of marker so we can find this in the future. We'll leave it here. Nobody's a not to. What is something bright that we will see? I think we did glowstone before. That seems fitting. That seems fine. I'm okay with that. We'll put up a big old pillar of glowstone that we can see from a distance. And I guess about half a stack. I don't know, the mountains here are kind of crazy. Are there mountains like this on Venus? Again, all I've seen are from that Russian probe, and it looked pretty flat. I mean, there were some mountain ranges in the distance, but it was also yellow. It was very yellow. I don't know if that was just an effect of the camera they were using. I assumed it was because it was all gross and covered in yellow. What is it called? Sulfur? Is it sulfur? Is sulfur yellow? Is there sulfur here? Let's find out. Let's find out if there's sulfur on Venus. I'm curious, you're curious, we're all curious to find out. Where can we find a sulfur block? Looks like it's in the underworld, or the overworld, I should say. And, oh, if we build the laser, there's a chance we might be able to mine it up. If we have a yellow laser lens, it's entirely possible. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that entails. I don't know what this means. Biomass? What is this even going on about? This is so strange. I don't know what that is. I don't know what an industrial foregoing laser is. All I know is that I've yet to find this stuff. 0.1%. 0.01%. Sulfur. We may never actually find it. Jeez, okay then. Very violent world. Let's see if we can pop this thing open again. And we will mark our... Oh, it looks like some sort of impact crater there. Where did I just see... I put down a stack of glowstone. Where did it end up? There it is. I thought it would be visible from the map. That's why I didn't worry about it. But, I mean, if this is it right here, then I guess it is. But it's kind of indistinguishable from all of the lava. So we're just going to throw down quickly a new waypoint. And we'll put down lander pod thing. That seems appropriate. And for the color, of course, we'll go with just yellow, because that also seems appropriate. Leave that behind. What do we want to investigate first while we're on this barren and miserable wasteland? Do we want to go try to find what looked like an impact crater? That's way down there. It's way down there. Do we need to go see what that is? Or do we want to check out... Let's check out the dungeon. The dungeon seems more intriguing, so we'll go do this first. We'll go do this first and get it out of the way. We'll go see what the impact crater looks like. I don't know if there will be anything of interest in it. Man, they really missed an opportunity to put some disgusting things around here, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if this was just full of weirdo monsters. Is this the impact crater we saw? It is. And it doesn't really look like anything interesting's happened here before. Oh! What did I do to you two? What is this yours? I'm sorry, I didn't realize! What is this? It looks like some sort of technology! Is this the Russian probe? Get out of here. Get out of here, all of you. What is this? Oh, it is a crashed probe! Oh! Heavy-duty plate? Titanium! What did we need that for? Oh, we didn't actually need it, it turns out. That's right. Can I take this with me? Is that possible? I would love to take this with me. I don't know if it has any uses. Maybe we can break it down for parts. Oh! Ooh! A radioisotope core. Neat. That's probably useful for something. Look at this! Some sort of weirdo ore! That's cool too! Galena ore can be made into a galena ingot. Can be used to make a galena block, or a geothermal generator, or an atomic battery! Huh. Okay. Hi, are you looking for your friends? I haven't seen them. So now we've got to try to find impact craters here too. So let's go ahead and put down a new waypoint. Cleared icon is the thumbs up and the color is green. Now we won't come back to that one, but now I've got to look for dungeons and large craters. I know on Mars I marked them with large circles of green wool, but that was a bit of a hassle. It took too long. This is better. I realized that in the event that, for some reason, I have to reinstall the game, they'll all be gone, and that's a disappointment, but that's life, isn't it? Dungeon time, dungeon time. Let's dive down to dungeon time. That was supposed to be a lot smoother. I was supposed to just drop right in. Oh, this place is at least well lit. That's unexpected, I guess owing to the lava, so I don't have to put down torches. I'm going to keep my ring activated, and we are more or less going to just blitz this. I don't care to stop and look at every single thing that this dungeon has to show me. It's mostly filled with spiders, and they mostly seem to be inside of the spawning rooms. I guess because, owing to the lava, there is not enough, or there's too much light for things to randomly spawn. So what kind of stuff can we find here? Gold nugget, gold apple, partially filled oil canister, a whole bunch of music, some enchanted books. Really need to look into using some of these enchanted books, because I've gotten a lot of them and I don't know what any of them are. So, we don't really know what this boss fight's gonna look like. My armor is fully charged, my nano saber is activated, and it does appear to be a spider queen. Can I keep her at a distance with my ring, and then just slap her to death? This feels a little bit overpowered. This feels... Oh my gosh. Hey, now wait a minute. Get back. Wow, that was easy. That's by far the least annoying of these boss fights. And is that also string that she dropped there? How intriguing. We also didn't get a whole bunch of useless stuff that we can't get rid of. Most of this can be immediately condensed down into EMC. We'll hold on to the books, because we can't get those back. Even though if we put them in there, it says learned. It's like, aha, yes! No, we can't. Projectile Protection 4 and Silk Touch 3 and Implosion 3. As well as Implosion 4, whatever that is. That's a lot of really good stuff! Not that I really have anything I could apply it to. But, I mean, you can apply things to your tools. Where do I go? Did I get a key? I did. I got a Tier 3 dungeon key. Let's go see what kind of things you get from a Tier 3 dungeon, if anything. Alright. Shield Controller. Protects armor from all forms of damage, including atmospheric corrosion. Is that a thing that can happen? That must be a thing that happens with regular armor, right? Desh boots. Yeah, some normal nonsense, can of food, sulfuric acid bucket. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if that can be used here as well. Because you got sulfuric and sulfuric. Can I somehow interchange these? Is there a way to do that? Can I make one into the other by chance? Can I finally build my big battery? Can that be done yet? Please? Probably not. It seems, yeah. So have I been, wait a minute, have I been taking damage from the rain? That's what I need to know, I guess. Does the horrible acid rain outside in some way damage my armor? Let's get our destruction catalyst, and we will zoom out of here. Gonna collect all of this. These are nice blocks. I like these blocks. I have not historically been a big fan of the blocks that you get by clearing these dungeons like this, but I actually do like the look of these. I just wish they had an EMC value so I could do something useful with them. So, let's see. 93,600. Doesn't really look like the rain is in any way impacting my armor. It seems perfectly fine. But, then again, we have one of these. Protects all, including, I mean, from all forms of damage. I mean, we might as well go ahead and put it on. Oh! Oh! Wait, does that manifest itself? Oh my gosh. So if I had regular armor, I guess then my question would be, would my regular armor be protected from damage now of all type? Does that mean it wouldn't take damage from use? Also, I'm trying to get a good angle for the thumbnail here. I don't think we're going to be able to get a good angle for the thumbnail. I don't know. Oh! Now, if the lightning would strike in the background, and it would get a picture of me with the stuff on, the shield phasing into existence, then it would be perfect, but I don't think we're going to get that lucky. Just watching me! Just staring at me! You absolute degenerate creep! That's a very nice thumbnail you're taking. Be ashamed if something were to happen to it. Was I supposed to do that all capitalized? Let's see if I did it all capitalized on the other one. Let's see here. Yeah. Can I alter this one? Can you edit? Okay. I'm a fan of consistency. What can I say? Anything else around here to explore? I mean, again, I don't really know what we need a lot of this stuff for, so I don't really know if there's a benefit to staying here as long as we have on other bodies and exploring so thoroughly. I don't really know if that's strictly necessary. I kind of wish there was more on these planets. You know what I mean? I don't even really want to set up an oxygen thing here. I even brought what I needed to set up, you know, a teleporter and everything, and maybe I'll come back and do that. But why would I ever want to come back here? There's just nothing going on. It'd be cool if there was different biomes. And I understand, I mean, I guess if you're going for realism, then yeah, there would be nothing on Venus. It's a boring, I mean, there shouldn't be life either, if we're being completely honest with ourselves. But if we're gonna put monsters in spacesuits on Venus, why not put big forests? Oh, of course they can't reach me because of my ring. Why not have big forests that are sulfuric acid trees? You know, why not have it be interesting? It's not interesting. We're leaving. We're leaving here now. We're gonna go to the asteroids, and we're gonna hopefully see something interesting, I guess. Get all of this tossed in there. Not that. Need that. Desperately need that. Throw all of that in there. Hold on to that. We're gonna need to get ourselves a bucket, or bukot, if you're so inclined. And then I guess there's some things we're gonna have to leave behind, because otherwise... Well, no, never mind. I was gonna say we'll have to leave a fuel loader behind. Oh, wait. Did I bring a fuel loader? Oxygen, 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 oxygen. I forgot a fuel loader. Well, that's pretty funny right there, you gotta admit. I mean, a bit of a tragedy, really, but I guess that means that what we will do is we will go to the top of this here mountain, and we're gonna have to use the teleporter. It's a good thing I brought that. It's a good thing I brought that. This is a little bit more tricky than the last time, where I was just kind of dying, because now we're like genuinely trapped here. And that could be a bit of a situation if we're not careful. But I'm gonna just surround this place with, there we go. Interdiction torches. Ought to keep us safe, I guess. And... I don't know. Are things gonna fall out of the sky here and cause us a large amount of grief? I don't think so. I think we'll probably be fine to just build everything on top of this mountain. But maybe we should dig into the mountain and just put it all inside of a little room or something where it's at least not completely exposed to the elements. I mean, will a tree grow with acid rain on top of it? I guess there's really only one way to find out, and that's to just get some grass and type it in correctly and then see what happens. So, first off, why are you so slow? What is your deal? Big hole, medium hole, tunnel hole, normal? I guess normal is what we want, although it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll clear all of this away. And we will start putting down some grass. Did not mean to do that. And then, of course, the next thing we'll need is a chest to store all of the random matter from this planet that we are collecting. We got some Venus soft rock and Venus hard rock. You know the difference. Like, the Venus hard rock is like... Sorry. Sometimes I just commit to the joke. Even in my head, I'm like, I don't really know where I'm going with this, but I'm just gonna go for it and hope for the best. And then it happens, and it's not very good. How is the grass holding up? Seems okay. How about some saplings? What if we planted... I think we've done acacia on Mars. Maybe we'll do something a little bit different. Maybe we'll do... I mean, rubber tree saplings? That seems like a wacky choice. How about something we don't already have? Birch, but then let's plant that and then cycle through it. Maybe jungle wood could be interesting on Venus? Or we could just go with birch, because I've already gotten one out, and honestly, cycling through this just seems like a... No, don't do that. Like, you gotta get it at just the right angle. Jungle sapling. Sure. Why not? I'm committed at this point. We're gonna get a stack of jungle wood. I mean, we're not gonna use that many. We're also gonna get a stack of bone meal. And we're gonna plop all of that down here in our inventories. Can't believe we came here without a fuel loader. Such a rookie mistake. So we'll plant all of this. There we are. So we've got ourselves... And it looks like it's handling it just fine. It's not bursting into flame or dissolving or anything, and so that's created sort of a nice little covered area. And you might think that what I'm going to do now is set up the oxygen, but I don't want to do that. I want to go see what the asteroid belt looks like. So I'm actually going to expand this out, and we're really just using the trees like we did on Mars as a sort of canopy, as a sort of cover for all of this. I still haven't even decided if we're going to go back to Mars and build a proper Martian base. Because there's just nothing going on Mars. Even on the moon, you do have, you know, moon villages and things. But here, it's just completely void of any useful or positive or kind life. And it's just kind of miserable. Alrighty then, time to set up all of our stuff. Oh dear. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, there I go, okay. No, we have plenty of EMC to get this done. Even doing this completely absurd setup that we're doing here. This is unnecessary. We could make a single sort of condenser, but it makes it feel somehow, you know, when there's such a huge upfront cost. And I think I've said this so many times now, but it does make it feel a little bit less cheap. We'll go ahead and stock that back up, because we need that to keep our flying ability as well as our protection, keep everything repelled. So I'm actually only going to do half of the generators here. We'll take the other half with us to the Asteroid Belt. So we've got these running now, and I did build one on the other side of a tree here. Did not mean to cut that entire tree down. It was not my intention. Completely forgot that that was something that we even had the ability to do, but that is okay. Fix that up right away by replacing that one tree with a few more. Maybe put one right here, 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 here. Try to get all of this covered back up again. There we are. So we're back under the safety of the trees. And yeah, you know what? There's some sulfuric acid raining down on top of our equipment, but it doesn't seem to be bothering it any. So all of that will run down over to here, where it'll go to our MFSU. And we've also got a teleporter. And we've also pre-configured this tree frequency transmitter, so it should be ready to go. So, MFSU, teleporter. We need to get a button as well, but let's link these together. Teleportation link established. We're not stranded here at all, folks. You were hoping, I'm sure, for, because it would have been funny, and I don't begrudge you that. I can't blame you for hoping that I would be stranded here, because that would be kind of hilarious. But no, even though I messed up and didn't bring a fuel loader, we have so much redundant nonsense with us. I mean, we were literally prepared to just teleport home. Jungle trees is actually a pretty good fit, considering back in the day when we first got like really good, a good look, scientific look at Venus. We didn't know what we were looking at, and scientists, astronomers believed, hey, you know what? I think we might have just found a paradise planet. Because if you look at it, and I get it, it looks like it's just covered in big, beautiful clouds, and you can imagine that on the surface it must be this beautiful rainforest with exotic creatures and beautiful women in various states of undress. That's the scientists saying that, not me. And, of course, you find out, you know, years later that, oh, it's covered in acid, and it'll crush you to death if you stand on the surface, and actually it seems like a bit of a miserable place. And, you know, kind of dashes that dream, doesn't it? It's a bit unpleasant to think about. Put the 5 of these all up with the generator, and we'll grab... I mean, I threw some stuff up here that actually has an EMC value that we probably don't want to be holding on to at the moment. We're out of EMC, more or less. I'm going to have to stop by and get some more. If I want to keep my Kleinstar filled and still have enough to play with, then we're going to have to stop by and grab some more. If I put all this away... What was that? Oh, it was a zombie. Okay, well, he can't get to me, so we're safe. And then I tuck all of this in here, except for, of course, our handy-dandy EU reader. What are we looking at? 703... We're at 160. Okay, well, alright. How about this? While we wait, we will fly around and see if we cannot locate something else of interest. It's kind of hard to miss our base now. It's the only bit of green in this otherwise barren wilderness. And I'm looking specifically for either dungeon entrances or craters. And I'm not seeing either. I'm seeing these pools. Have we stopped to look at what those might be? I guess if we go to the north and west, we can have a look. I'm assuming it's just going to be full of sulfuric acid that's rained down from the heavens and filled these horrible pools up with horrible poisonous... Oh, pumice! That's not what I expected at all. What do you do with pumice? There's no uses for it. I'm leaving it. I don't want it. I don't need it. Go away. Leave me alone. Jeez. There's just nothing. At least it has a more diverse landscape. But there's just nothing. Although saying that, we did just find what looks like a crater and a dungeon right next to each other, right up here to the north. So that's pretty handy.
That's pretty handy. What do you reckon we're gonna find? Ever do the plates? I'll take that.
What is this voice? What is this? Oh! Okay, I've never watched Family Guy, but I have seen this compilation.
I've got a crisp $20 bill strapped to my thigh.
Yeah, that's that's what it is.
Excuse me here, zombie. I'm just stopping to get a disc, and I'll be on my way.
Oh wow, they just vanished into non-existence. Alright, you. Goodbye. Goodbye, you disgusting spider queen. It kind of explains why we found a bunch of spiders in here. Oh, did that happen before? I don't remember that happening before. Maybe that's one of the phases of the boss fight, and we just killed her so quickly. Do you reckon they're up there because they literally can't come get me because of my handy dandy ring? Why do they zoom into the air when they die? That's odd. Is that also owing to the ring? I mean, we could turn the ring off and test and find out. But I would much rather not, because what if it somehow gets the jump on me? Then we just look stupid. Let's... These torches work. Of course they do. I guess it's not like the moon. It would be different. But then again, wouldn't they just start a fire? Maybe I don't understand how Venus works. I just can't help but look at this and feel like there's a lot of really cool but wasted potential. How cool would this mountain be if, you know, it was surrounded by a funky sulfuric forest and there was weird aliens and they spat sulfur at you? I don't know. What does a sulfuric tree look like? I don't know. It's not a real thing. You can just be creative about it. Alright. Well, I have an inventory now full of random nonsense that I need to get rid of. Where is my transmutation tablet? There it is. Dear mod pack guy, can we add values, EMC values to these things? Because they're just kind of annoying. I know I could do it myself, but I don't want to. That's way too much energy. How much do you have? I know for a fact that we can't slim ourselves down that small. I think 500,000 is probably going to be the minimum. It might end up being less than that, because we are not quite as far away from Earth on Venus as we would be on Mars. Wait, that can't be accurate. Which one is closer? Hold on. How many miles away is Venus?
The answer I found is 162,177,881 miles.
Okay, so basically 162 million miles. How many miles away is Mars?
The answer I found is 127,943,020 miles.
So Mars is actually closer. So with my armor and just about everything stripped off of my person, it looks like that is going to be the minimum for traveling back home. And we'll have to go back later and put down a world spike so that we can keep that loaded in and charging up over time. But for now, we are going to reset our rocket. Oh, hold on. We're going to reset our rocket, and we're going to travel to the asteroids. Teleporter, one for here and one for on the asteroids. This isn't going to look very good. That's fine. You know, we can pretty this up a bit later. Just needs to be functional for now. Cables, got our MSFU, got our portal, and then very important thing to remember before we just right-click with our frequency transmitter is to hold down Shift and right-click to unlink it, so we don't accidentally mess this up. So right-click to link that one, and then we're going to just put it away, because we don't need it right now. We don't want to mess it up. There. That's basically ready to go. And I'll worry about cleaning all this up between episodes. That's not super important. I'll add a sign and everything. That's not an issue for right now. To the Space Center we go, because we need to build another fuel loader. We could just take the one that we have with us right now, and that would probably be okay. But watch this. Go ahead. Just, it's immediate. It's ready to go. No need to worry about it. It's already set. And with that, I think we are now prepared. Unless it'd be funny if I was wrong. It would actually be hilarious, because I said that pretty boldly last time. I was like, I think we're ready. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Should have worried about it. Should have worried about it. Would have been prepared. How are you on fuel? You should have none, but you're filling up. I don't know how much it's going to need in total. Get me out of that. There's not a whole lot here, but we should have quite a bit in here. We got a bit. If you don't fuel this thing up enough, is it possible to fail and just fall out of the sky? And then what happens? I don't know. I really don't want to find out. Apparently 60% is the safe amount, but that's for going to the moon. I don't know what the safe amount would be going to asteroids. Asteroids are out beyond Mars, so probably further away than Venus. Although I guess I could ask, how many miles away is the Asteroid Belt? 170 million. Wasn't Venus 173, or am I misremembering? Of course, it's a belt, so it expands. You know, it's a bit closer in some places and further away in others. We're just going. We're just going. How is my tanks looking? We've got plenty. It's okay. We've got some backup tanks inside of our bag. Oh, which I was about to open, but didn't that last time kick us out of the rocket? Let's not do that. Let's not do that right now. Let's not take that risk. Good gosh, can you imagine? That would be awful, just to be on the ground and watching our rocket go. Would we ever be able to recover it? I think we'd just be gone at that point. Unless it would just be in orbit around Earth and we could go up and maybe make a space station and then fetch it. That would be a nice detail if you could do that. I'd like that. Goodbye, little blueberry. I'm off to the asteroids. Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun! That's not the right song. It's not right at all. But here we go. Oh, and we're landing inside of the pod again. Love to see that. There's Earth. Hello, Blueberry. Lovely to see you. Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah. Oh! Wait. Huh? What? Wait! Is that normal? Wait a second! Was that what normally happens? What? What is that? Wait a second. What is that? Hold on. Okay, first off, let's all calm down here, okay? Let's all calm the heck down. I need y'all to clear off of my rock. This is my rock. This is not your rock. Just hop around here. We're gonna set some of these down. We passed straight through a hole that was perfectly sized for our lander. Is that a scripted event, or was that random chance? What are these? Oh, they're little. Of course, they're little asteroids. We're in the Asteroid Belt! What the heck am I looking at over there? Hold on, let me just get positioned just... Okay, yeah, that's fine, that's fine. I really want to make sure that we repel everything that is on this rock. I don't want anything else on this rock with me. I want this to be a monster-free rock in space, if possible. Because this is where we're going to be setting up our base of operations. I wonder if little passing asteroids can, you know, destroy our stuff. That would be unfortunate. I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't want that to be the case. Do I need to build some sort of a protective barrier around everything in order to prevent little asteroids from sending everything off? Goodbye, all of you nasty little creatures. Fare thee well as you float into the outer abyss of eternity. And again, I say fare thee well. It looks like they kind of just bounce off things harmlessly, so... gonna assume it's not really a concern. I forget that I can fly. I don't have to be hopping around here like this. I can just be zooming. We can light up our whole little asteroid. That's gonna bother me that that one's just slightly different than all of the others. Gonna have to correct that immediately. But here we go. We've got our protective pod. How are there still monsters here? How are you... Where are you coming from? Thought we did a really good job of securing this place. Okay. That one's blue over there, but that could just be the light. It could be ice as well. So we just fell through. Hold on. Can I actually mark this, or is it going to put it on the one above us? New waypoint. Lander. And we will make it... Actually, I kind of like the color that it chose. Oh, shoot. We'll have to start over then, and it picked a worse color. But, well, that's fine. It is what it is. We'll be able to find our way back here. It did actually place it up there. This is just a perfect hole. How did that happen? That's so nutty. Okay, that looks like it's covered in ice. What is this? Why is this a thing? What purpose does it serve? Is this alien life? Is this going to actually, you know, because I complained about the state of Venus and how uninteresting it was, as well as Mars and the Moon. This, on the other hand, though. Okay. Is this the dungeon? Oh. Airlock, seal, airlock frame. Hi, guys! Speaking of airlocks, we have 2 of these. So we're gonna go ahead and swap in 1. We really need to go actually make sure that we, what? Cryogenic chambers! Oh, gosh. Oh, I've broken it. We're zooming or something. Has day passed? How do I get out of this? I can't use this for another... Well, get me out of it! Hello? How do I leave? I'm trapped! Help! Help me! Help! Zombie! Listen, pal. You gotta do something here. I'm trapped inside of this thing. Do I have to break it? Is that what I have to do? Not happy about it, but that's what I had to do. Okay, we'll put it back, I guess. Wow! Okay, well those are gonna be helpful on Venus and Mars, and the Moon. Rocket launch pads on top of magnetic crafting table? Is that just a crafting table that holds whatever's inside of it? It is. Fluid tanks. Full of what, though? What is that goo? Arc lamps? I'm sorry? Hold on a minute. I did not know that this was a thing that we could find. This is actually blowing my mind. Bacterial sludge. Interesting. None of y'all mentioned this to me. None of y'all mentioned that this would be a thing we would find. Cargo loader, cargo unloader, rocket. What is this all made out of? 10-wall block, airlock frames. These are proper airlocks. I've been thinking about building these display screens. Oh my gosh! What? This is so wicked! And I mean that in the good way, you know what I mean? Look at that! So wait, can I make one of these, like, really big? Oh, this is 10-wall block. Telemetry unit. Wait, what? I'll need to take off my frequency model if I want to link it with my telemetry unit? How does that work? I know nothing about any of this. This is all just wacky. Look at that, you can see the position of all the planets. I'm sorry, I need to kill everything here, don't I? Don't go off! Oh no, it's ruined the majesty of it all. That's unfortunate. Didn't mean for that to happen. Walkway? Okay, but no, serious question though. Why does it just end? Why is that the end of whatever this is? Doesn't it feel like it should be bigger? I don't know why I said it like that. Like it should be bigger? See, this is would be cool to find on the other planets. Something like this. Oh, we never even made it upstairs, did we? I don't even know how to get upstairs. Is there another entrance in here, or do I just need to go back inside and find a staircase? I guess we could just dig ourselves in. Yeah, I've wanted to build airlocks for the base on the moon. It's been a long-standing plan of mine that we've just not gotten around to. Alright, we need to be very careful. We don't want to destroy the alien artifacts, so we need to be aggressive about killing creepers. Looks like they're all going to kill each other, actually. Was that a creeper blowing up? Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Looks like they were, maybe this is the kitchen? They were doing some brewing, these aliens? Whatever happened to them, I guess they probably all got killed by monsters. I do see, I want to make it clear, I do see the creeper in that room. I'm not intentionally ignoring it. Oh wow, just a bunch of NASA workbenches. So I guess they were from, they must have been from Earth. How else do you explain a bunch of NASA workbenches? Hi there, you. You stay over there. Energy storage cluster. Energy storage module. See, this is the sort of place where a creeper blowing up would be devastating. So these are empty. But they hold quite a bit of storage, don't they? I wonder how they function. Sealable aluminum wire. Lots to take in. Asteroid miner base? Is that what this is? Are we on an asteroid miner base? This is insane. This is absolutely insane. How common are these out here? Also, how are you supposed to get around if you can't fly? That's my question. Is there something else you can build to more easily? Look, here's something else weird. Actually, that's a good question. Is there some other means of transportation that you can construct? Oh yeah. What is this? Some kind of block? It's just glass. It's some sort of vacuum glass. This is moon rock stairs. Wait, what? Yeah, there's another facility inside of here. What? This one got messed up somehow. But here's more displacement. We're going to take some of these if we can. Did I just break them? Can I not collect them? It doesn't look like I've picked up any display screens. I picked up some telemetry units, though. Alright, we'll take these telemetry units with us, even though I'm not entirely sure how they function. So this is just another facility that's been swallowed up by an asteroid in some way. They've been holding out on us. This whole time, they've been holding out on us. They got a whole asteroid belt full of weird and wacky things. But who built it? Like, there's a whole mystery now that I want solved, that I know I'm not going to get solved. Hello, hello, what have we here? Whoa! Okay, then. Fallen meteor. How does a meteor fall in an asteroid belt? How does that work? Isn't that just one space rock bumping into another? And then we're going to assume the little blue ones are just covered in ice, right? That's what we're looking at here? Yeah. Dense ice, though. Oh, well. Okay. I am genuinely curious how you're expected to traverse a place like this. I guess by just building bridges? Probably? Is how one would go about it? But, okay, we're going to take seriously now the fact that we're running out of oxygen. And we're going to construct for ourselves a way home. I don't know if I'm going to bother with the oxygen collector and all that right now. I think we might just get our teleporter up and running. That might be priority number one. Get it generating power. And then we'll worry about, you know, maybe dealing with oxygen and things. And if you're wondering why, when I'm going to set up a teleporter, I would even bother bringing a fuel loader. I really just want to have one inside of here. Just as like an emergency. And I should probably have an emergency solar panel as well. I don't foresee any futures where we're going to be trapped on planets again, owing largely to the fact that I don't really imagine there's going to be a future where we need to travel to planets. I mean, we've gone everywhere we can go with a rocket other than building a space station, which, I mean, I'll be honest, doesn't really interest me all that much. You know, there's nothing intriguing to me about having a space station. I don't know, I just wish there was more. And I'm pretty sure that there are other mods that add more planets to Galacticraft that actually have interesting things on them. I don't mean to keep dissing this mod. It is cool, considering, I mean, how much effort this must have taken to build. And I mean, there's all these different planets, all these different mechanics. It is very impressive. It's just the only reason to go to a lot of these places is so you can get what you need to go to the next place. And then once you're there, rinse and repeat to go to the next place. And I don't really feel like there's a whole lot of reason to have. I mean, we built a nice moon base. But the whole reason we built the moon base was so we could stick around and get enough materials to go to Mars. And then we didn't even bother with the base on Mars. You know, we just left because we had everything we needed to just go to Venus. I'm just saying, it feels like there's potential to kind of do more with it, and it's not being done. But set up our teleporter, and we will slap all button, don't we? Probably just Burton. We need to get a Burton. No, we need a button. Slap that directly onto the side. That's probably okay. And we will link it up, and we're just waiting for it to charge. I'm sure it's in here. I'm sure it's right in front of me. There it is. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and clear that. And then hopefully nothing bad happens to... that was maybe a bad idea to clear it. Hopefully nothing bad happens to the teleporter. So it's going to be a while before that's charged up. This might have been... should have been the very first thing we did upon landing. But now... while that charges up, we will go ahead and get ourselves some grass. And we're still good. No need to panic or anything when it comes to... Oh, were we already on normal operation mode? Really? This stuff takes longer to mine up than I would have thought. But okay. I was going to say, we still have one more filled oxygen tank, so I'm not looking at my oxygen levels and worrying. Of course, we can always sort of cheat our way out of it. If it gets all the way down by just spawning in a bunch of golden apples, so... yeah, I'm not too worried, is what I'm getting at. So let's see, we have the oak, the birch, the jungle, the acacia, and the dark oak. I think that's all of the vanilla saplings, and I'm sure someone will point out that it's not, but I'm actually going to preempt you. I'm going to place this down and kind of cycle through them, and, yep, oak, spruce... Didn't think about that unless I already said it, but now, yeah. Now we've got all the vanilla ones, but just in case. Birch, jungle, acacia, dark oak, oak. Okay, yeah. Does spruce seem right for an asteroid? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say spruce is the vibe. There we go. We've got our nice little spruce forest growing up around us. It does look lovely, you have to admit. Is this one going to get too close to our teleporter? Oh, wow. Remarkably, not really. I'm going to trim it up a little bit so that when I step off the teleporter, I can actually step off of it. But that looks good. Come off of there. And, oh, that's right. We can fly. Bring this around here. And we will have our oxygen collector maybe right here. Oh, yeah. We're going to plant some nice... shrubbery as well. Get some real nice shrubbery. Oxygen collector. Plop her down. And it's drawing about 110 per second. We're going to hook that up with our oxygen cables to the oxygen storage module and then the compressor. I don't know if we're going to bother really. Okay, you know what? Actually, let's bypass. Let's not even have a cable. Let's just immediately put down the storage module right there. And then out of that, we will have the... Do we need a bubble distributor? Are we really going to use a bubble distributor here? We're not currently getting enough oxygen, I don't think. But let's see. So we'll get the bubble distributor. And we'll put it maybe over here. Or maybe right here. And then we'll put the compressor here. Really making a mess of all of this right now. We can reorganize all of this in the future if we ever decide we want to come back here and spend any substantial amount of time, which, I'll be honest with you, I mean, I feel like I got all the cool stuff, you know? I got the general idea. It was cooler than Venus. You know, even though I think the episode will probably be titled something Venus-related. Or maybe we'll find a title for this place. It'll be like, you know, Asteroid astronomy. That's terrible. But this is going to run out here soon, isn't it? Yeah, this is using 160 per second. This is about to run out. And then this is only producing 110. That's full. Can I use you to collect a leaf? Yes. And then from there, we can get a stack of them. And see if we can't place them down in just the right spots to get this thing up high enough that we're not going to lose our lovely oxygen bubble. Actually, did it already go away? Can't tell. We have it just down here, sort of. It's going to be the weirdest looking asteroid now. I kind of love it, though. Big green puff asteroid. Oh yeah, there's our bubble. Looks good, doesn't it? It almost covers the entire top of the asteroid. We're up to 180. That's using 160. That leaves 20 for the compressor. If I place one on top, didn't we determine in the past that that didn't really help it much to have one directly on top of it? In fact, maybe it was detrimental. Can't remember how the exact science turned out on that one, but 198, 196, I guess it didn't really care. 200. That's plenty. That's plenty, and not, I was gonna say just in time, but that would be a little too disingenuously dramatic, because we still have this backup tank and have had it the whole time. But whatever. We'll go ahead and start filling these up. And then how are we doing here? Good, good, good. Once my inventory is empty, I think that should be plenty to get us back. But I don't want to leave just yet. I want to get all my tanks filled up here while I'm in the area. If you're wondering why 200s, because this consumes 160, and when this is filling something up, it uses 40. So 200 is exactly enough to maintain. And then, yeah, true, once this is full, there will be such a buffer there that even if we were getting only 160, considering this isn't getting used at all times, at least I assume that's how it works. Surely it doesn't consume oxygen just by virtue of being plugged in. We would be fine. We'd have enough buffer, but, you know. Well, what? Don't know why that's happening. Hello? I guess that's it being perfectly balanced. Now that that's full, though, if we take that out, it's going to stop using oxygen, right? And that's going to start to go up. Hello? Yes. Eventually. It doesn't really go smoothly. It kind of seems to go in bursts. So that is all of our tanks filled now. So we can go ahead and empty our inventory of everything that is not absolutely essential. And we will take off our armor as well. We should have... Oh, yeah, we got enough juice. I don't even think taking the armor off is necessary. Again, another location we will need to bring a chunk load or two in the future. But, how about that? Made it home. That's a bit of a mess. I think with that, though... No, I was gonna say we need to top that off, but not really. Oh, come on! Giving it a name tag was supposed to keep it loaded! Comment if you know how to fix this. This is very frustrating. The creeper should just be persistent. I don't know how to make it persistent. This is infuriating. He made it a while. He made it a while. I'll give him that. He made it longer than the last one, but still. Jeez, okay, well, I mean, I gotta put a name tag on it! Is that what happened to Carl the First? Was the game just refusing to be consistent with its own rules? And therefore Carl... Oh, right, I can't fly. Carl just got unloaded? That would be the deepest tragedy if that were the case. If we found out all along that what happened to Carl was that he simply ceased to exist. They're still here, though, so that's good. Well, folks, that's space. We've done it all. We've been to all the planets. I think we could build an astro miner if we wanted to go mine asteroids for whatever reason, but it's kind of pointless at this juncture. You know, we have endless resources. Speaking of which, I guess we need to go down into our secret vault of shame and top off our resources. Stack of that ought to be good, I figure. Yep, 30,000. Top that off. Only 28,000 now. What to do in the future, I've got some ideas. Comment down below if you have any suggestions or recommendations. And until next time, thank you folks for watching. God bless you. I need to fill that up, apparently. And I'll see you later. Bye.